have the uprights welded on. What I'd got the engine sitting on it. What I ended up doing is those pieces of the legs that were left, the part that held the wheel, ended up just grinding the corner off right there, and it fit up to the motor mount. And on a small block Chevrolet it would work too. Use the you know, the metal clamshell mount from a 73 up small block, and you could attach it here, and then with a GM it's going to have the arms on the back to where it will be adjustable up and down, so you just mount it to here and adjust your thing back there and it should work just fine. Same thing over here. What I've got it mounted here with is a T5 bell housing, because they're 157 tooth, so I can use old model or late model, either one on it. And the thing about the T5 straight shift bell housing is it uses the same style starter as the older model automatics. So. And I had it laying around. It bolted directly to the stand with the holes that were already in it. So that's the reason I used it. When I go to put a motor on there, I'm going to take a piece of tubing, put in here, and actually use a bolt that can tighten up. It's coming together pretty good. Now I'm going to work on the building the radiator support and the framework for the switch and gauge panel too. I think I'm going to put the gauge and the switch panel right here in this corner. That way you can see your gauges and reach over and work the throttle. So that's what I'm thinking. And in this front area, I'm gonna make a battery hold that, or yeah, a battery spot for the battery holder, and then on the other side a spot for a small tank. Probably use a boat gas tank. My dad has a bunch of boat parts and stuff. I'll run down to his house and pick me up an old boat tank. Maybe one of those plastic ones. So it's coming together. The way that is mounted on there, it's a little bit to the one side. You know, I don't think it'll matter, but the thing that made it that way is that upright that I used for the back of the to mount the bell housing to. The plate that's on the bottom, the way that stand was, is it was welded on there crooked to start with, and I didn't pay any attention. I just, you know, put that piece of angle flat on my 2x2 and welded it. And then once I got it on there, got to looking at it, and that was leaning. So then I looked in the video I took of that hinging stand, and that's just the way it was on that stand. But you know, hindsight's 20/20. I wished I'd have kind of cut that loose now, but I don't think it'll be a problem. I thought I'd set a head on there and I have this set of Hedman headers here I'd picked up at a swap meet. They're for a 80 through 96 Ford truck. And I picked them up for $25. I've had them here a couple of years. And that's what I'd planned on using for my test stand headers. And so I thought I'd set a head on there and stick one up there to make sure to clear everything just fine. So I believe it'll work out pretty good. Here's the other side. It clears the mount and everything just fine. Like I said, those headers are for an 80 through 96 Ford truck, which uses a different style motor mount. And these mounts that I've got on here for the stand are just like for the Fairlane. They're the mid 60s through the mid 70s car style mount. So got the support for the radiator made. It's adjustable. I made it adjustable too. I'm not going to put the other bar across till I putting the radiator on. It's got that much adjustment. Slide the radiator back and forth. So that way if you've got some kind of small motor on or something, you can get the radiator a little closer so your hoses will reach easy. I changed my mind yet again. I ended up putting the little panel for the gauges and the switches and everything right there beside where the radiator is going to mount on the mount. So it kicks out there to where everything can run down here and go down to the battery, and then everything from the gauges come out the bottom to the motor. So, turns out that's probably going to be the most convenient for me. So just put that piece of cardboard up there to kind of dummy it up. The gauges are all 2-inch gauges. I've got a 2-inch tack, and then the gauges will probably all be mismatched. A bunch of, stuff I've got.